do this. All right. Fastpass to Life. About 4 years ago, my wife and I went to the happiest place on earth. We were at Disney's. We got to go to Disney, and it was the first time that my wife and I got to go, and it was very magical. We got to go to the Magic Kingdom. They had the shows there. There was a lot of dancing, and they had the parade where all the characters rode down the street. They had rides, and they had really good food, and they had the night show that ended with the fireworks. It was a great day. But you know, one thing that I didn't like about being there that day was the lines. The lines were incredibly long to wait for everything. But something that Disney does is that they give you two fast passes, which allows you to pick two of the rides and go into the fast line. So you don't have to wait in line, you can just get in there and improve your enjoyment, not improve, but to start your enjoyment sooner. What if we could have that in life? What if there's something we really wanted to do and we really wanted it now, that there was a fast pass that we could say, hey, instead of working so hard and having all these trials and error, that we could just know it and have this fast pass to accomplishing our goals. Take for example, say you want to learn how to build a house and you had no idea how to do it. What if there's a way, and I don't know if you guys know the Staple commercial, the easy button. What if there's an easy button you can just push and there it is? Well, there is, and this comes in the form of mentorship. And how this accelerates your experience is that they've already been through all this trial, the good and the bad, and they have a lot of knowledge about how to do certain things, and they can help you they can help guide you so that you can get to your goals faster. And today I want to tell you 4 times in my life where mentors really impact my life. The first one was my teenage years. And teenage years, you think you know everything. And you are very emotional, you have a lot of hormones going, you are going through the stage where you begin to like girls or guys. And so it was a very confusing time. And at that time, you also get to make a lot of choices. And if you didn't have the proper guidance, you could make a lot of wrong choices. So I fortunately had a mentor in the form of my youth pastor who really guided me in choosing what was right and wrong, because he had experienced that when he was growing up, of the choices that he made and the consequences that it had. And so because of him, I feel like I made a lot of right choices and I became a man who stood on his morals and tried to do what was right. The second time was when I was in college and I had chosen to be on leadership for the very first time. I had never been on leadership in any organization, and I chose to lead a small group Bible study, which I failed miserably at. And fortunately, again, I had a mentor that helped me through that phase of failing in life, and he had taught me some valuable lessons because he had been where I had been before, and he gave me a perspective of saying, did you really fail? What quantify you saying that you failed? I quantify it because I only had one person show up to my small group, and because I wasn't able to track people, that I call that a failure. But he gave me the perspective of saying, no, it's not about the number of people, it's about what you do and how you influence the people that come. That's what's important. And so if I had that perspective, then I would have achieved my goal. But I had totally the wrong perspective, and he helped guide me to understand that, understand a different perspective. And he really helped me get back on my feet. The following year, actually the following 2 years, I stayed on leadership and I was able to do a lot more. The third time was right after college. I started working, but I was in, like most people, a great amount of debt. And so I needed to get a hold of my finances. I needed to figure out how it was that I was going to control my money so that I can have financial freedom. So I decided to take this course called Financial Peace University, which was put together by Dave Ramsey. And ever since then, I put myself in a place where I have an emergency fund, we got out of debt, we're investing, we have money to go on vacation, we have money if something comes up, we have money for our kids' future, and all that because I made a choice to take that course, and now we're set financially, hopefully for the long run. And the last one is when I had my wife had our 2 kids, I read this book called Baby 911. And this was like our Bible for parenting at the time, because it had all these nuggets of information from all these moms that had kids in the past that it was so valuable, because when my wife got pregnant, we were like, oh my goodness, what are we doing? We have no idea what we're doing. We're just stepping into this. And so we freaked out a little, but I think through those sort of resources, it really helped us with being able to raise our child. So I want to conclude with 3 points here. Number 1, I hope that you see the importance of mentoring and having a mentor, because we cannot do everything by ourselves. And if you want a fast pass to life, mentorship is the way to go. Number 2, mentorship isn't always a person. Sometimes it's a book or a resource. There's many people that I call a mentor that I have not even met before. And lastly, Toastmasters offer a mentorship program. So if you're interested in getting involved and you think you need a mentor, then please talk to Charity or myself. Thank you for your time.